Hello there, everybody. Now, I'm going to be bringing you a very sad story today, but one that I think A needs to be told, and B, for me, is just the ultimate example, the most obvious example in recent times of rape culture in action. And anyone who wants to deny rape culture after digging into this story can go fuck themselves. Most obvious example. Okay, I've left rape culture in action. Fucking thing on. There you go. I'll put this when I put this up on my other channel. I'll edit that bit out, whatever. Anyway, and this story revolves around the pop music singer person Kesha. God, I sound like an old man. That's ridiculous. Anyway, and yesterday she lost a court case to have her music contract terminated with Sony Records, or its subsidiary that she had signed a contract with. And the reason she wanted it terminated was, or to have the injunction anyway, was the fact that she would have been forced to work with a man by the name of Dr. Luke. Now, that immediately, that name is douchey enough that should ring bells in your head. There should be red flags there for you. A man who calls himself Dr. Luke is clearly and obviously a schneedy hipster fucking douche nozzle of the worst kind. But it doesn't necessarily make him evil. And if that were the worst of his crimes, frankly, you wouldn't be a terrible person. But it's not even the tip of the iceberg. And, over the course of the last 10 years, since Kesha was the age of 18, this Dr. Luke fucking prick has been engaged in a long process of sexual and physical abuse against, and indeed emotional abuse against Kesha, including, of course, rape. Now, as appalling as that is, she's not even asking that he be put in jail necessarily, in this case anyway, but that that the contract be terminated because she didn't want to have to continue to work with him, which basically she now will have to, because this Dr. Luke character runs the subsidiary record label, and Sony essentially are going to back him rather than her. So essentially, she has a choice between working with the guy who raped her or having her career totally fucking ruined, because the court has decided to side with Sony Records over a rape victim. Because apparently money is more important than a woman's bodily integrity. That's apparently how the law works now. And people want to deny rape culture. If you can get away with this kind of shit, and it's not the first time this has happened, how is it actually really illegal? If so few rapists go to jail, how is it really illegal? The law, you can have anything written on a bit of paper, but unless it's acted upon, I should say, by the authorities, it's not really illegal, is it? Very, very few rapists go to prison, and including with this Dr. Luke guy, it's not even that he's going to jail, but he's being essentially rewarded by having all of the money that Sony back him with at his disposal to essentially keep this woman's career fucking hostage. It's absolutely disgusting. I'll leave a link to an article about this particular case, which has links in it to, you know, the backstory for this. But on the positive side, there is a change.org petition, again I will link below, called I Stand With Kesha, which is calling for a boycott of Sony Records and their products, which I'm absolutely firmly behind, until this situation changes. Because Sony, like I say, Sony have backed her rapist and not her. It's utterly fucking repugnant. And like I say, how can anyone deny rape culture after this? I don't know. I mean, you couldn't realistically beforehand anyway, but it's further proof for me, you know. It's absolutely fucking hideous. But like I say, please go and sign the petition to send a message to Sony Records that this is not fucking acceptable. And to Kesha herself, I mean, she'll never see this presumably, but to her, stay strong and stay beautiful.